Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will explain you Python programming, which is there for VTU in first semester. First semester students have this Python programming language. It is based on your cycle, whether you belongs to C cycle or P cycle. This is part 1. I will do like part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is part 1 video for Python programming. Let us start. Here, these are all the topics covered in this video. Before starting, if you are new to my channel, then subscribe to it for more videos like this. Let us start. Here the topics covered. What are all the topics covered? Let us see. Python basics. Like what are all the Python basics? What is mean by program? What is mean by Python? And everything we'll see. What is program? What is debugging? Syntax errors in Python. We have 3 syntax errors. Those are runtime error, semantic error, experimental error. Here, experimental debugging. One more concept. And the first program in Python, which is hello world. And comments in Python. Comments, how we use comments in Python. And values and data types in Python. These are all the topics covered in this video. Make sure you watch till the end. Yeah, let us start from the Python basics. Python as a programming language. Here, Python is a programming language. Python is a high-level programming language. Let us understand what is high-level programming language. Here you can see. High-level means easy for humans to read or write. We can easily understand that syntax, how exactly the code is written. We can understand step by step easily and we can write it easily. This is what high level language means. Other high level languages include C++, PHP, Pascal, C# and Java. These are also high level languages like Python. Let us understand high level versus low level languages. Here high level means I have told you easy for humans to read or write the program. The syntax of that program is very clear and easy to understand. When it comes to low level language, it is machine level language or assembly level language, which is understood by only the machines, not the human beings. And computers can execute only low level languages directly. Here, the computers will execute only low-level languages directly. It can't execute the high-level languages directly. Before executing, the high-level languages must translate it to low-level languages. Understood? Whenever we use high-level languages, it should convert to low-level language and it will execute. This is all about high-level and low-level languages. Let us understand why high-level languages are popular. Let's see. Easier to program. I have told you that very easy to write the code and read the code. Less time to write the code. It will take very less time to write the code compared to the low-level language. That's why it is very popular. And programs are shorter and easier to read. Compared to low-level language, the programs are very shorter and easier to read. We can read the program and understand the program very easily in high-level language. Programs are more likely to be correct. Means the syntax and the structure of the program is almost all the times it's correct. That's why high-level language is very popular and most of the people use this. And high-level languages are portable. It can run on different computers with little or no modifications. Means without modification also, it will run on the different computers. That's why it is portable, flexible to use, flexible to run on the different computers. That's why high-level languages are very popular. Let us see the next topic. Python interpreter. Python engine that translate and run the Python code. Here Python engine. It will translate the code and run the Python code. Two modes to use it. We have two modes to use the Python engine, Python interpreter. Let us see those two. Here, immediate mode and script mode. Let us understand these two, immediate and script mode. Here in immediate mode, it will type the code directly in interpreter window only. In script mode, it will write the program in a file and then it will run it. Let us understand these two again. Here in immediate mode, prompt is shown as this operator window. Let us see. Here, you can see the operators used here. This is given by the user. You have to type this, that is 2 plus 2, and the interpreter responds with the input. Whatever input I will give, according to that, interpreter will give you the output. Again, it is ready to take the even more inputs from the user. Let us see here. It will be easy to understand you now. Example, typing 2 plus 2. Interpreter replies 4. Got it right? You have typed 2 plus 2. Given the input to the interpreter, it replies 4. After the result 4, a new prompt appears ready for more inputs. This will appear, right? It is ready to take the even more inputs from the user, which means, and best for testing and short code snippets like scratch appear. It is the immediate mode is best for testing short code snippets. And the second one is script mode. Write a program in a file and run it with the interpreter. It will write a program in a file and it will run with that interpreter. File is called script. Here the file is called script. And advantages of this script mode are, scripts can be saved, reused, printed and shared. Here whatever the files we used, we can save, we can reuse that, we can take a print of that, we can share easily. This is the advantages of script mode. Recommended for the programmers longer than few lines. This script mode is recommended when the code is longer, when the code is very big. This script mode is recommended. You understood this example, right? Then let us move to the next topic, that is text editor for writing the script. We need a text editor, not a word processor like MS Word or Office. For example, Notepad, Notepad++, Vim, Emacs, Sublime Text. These are all the text editors. Let us see integrated development environments. IDE is very important in this Python. Let us see what does that mean. Combine text editor plus interpreter interaction. I have told you text editor. It is needed to edit the text editor. And interpreter interaction. I have told you here too. Immediate mode and script mode. Integrated development environment is a combination of text editor and interpreter interaction. For example, for Python, Spider, Thorny and Idle. These three are the IDEs, integrated development environments. Here browser-based environments are Jupyter Notebook. You can use anything, any IDE. That doesn't matter here. Choice of IDE is a personal. It's up to you. But teachers may recommend one. In your college, your teachers may recommend only one IDE, which is very easier to get help, where you can understand easily everything. They will recommend only one. And key points to remember, I'll tell you just simple. Python doesn't care which editor you use. It is not at all bothered about which editor you use, as long as the code syntax is correct. You have to use the syntax properly, proper tabs, spaces, structure, the syntax. then only the Python program will run. Editor or IDE is just a tool to help with you write and run the code. Here you can see text editor and IDE are the tools to help you write and run the code. Let us see what is program. A program is a sequence of instructions that tells how to perform a computation. Here, program is a sequence of instructions. It will keep on giving the instructions that tells how to perform computation. Let us understand what is computation here. Here we have mathematical computation and symbolic computation. For mathematical, solving equations, finding roots of a polynomial. For symbolic, we have searching and replacing the text in a document, compiling another program. Here, program is a sequence of instructions. It will give the instructions that tells how to perform a computation or calculation. Here we have two types of computation, mathematical and symbolic. In mathematical, solving equations, finding roots of polynomial. In symbolic, we have searching and replacing text in a document and compiling another program. Here, basic instructions in every language. Means those are input. It will take the input from the keyboard, file sensor, output which shows the data on the screen, file or motor, mathematical operators perform the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These are all the mathematical instructions. And conditional execution, check the condition and return the correct set of the instruction. For example, if age is less than or equal to 18, it will check that condition and give the output based on that condition. That is conditional execution. And repetition, which will repeat the actions, usually with some variations. You can say the loops. These are all the basic instructions, taking the input from the user, giving the output based on the input, mathematical operations, conditional execution and repetition. Let us move to the next topic. Here key data. Every program, simple or complex, is built from these basic instructions. I have told you now, taking the input, output and statement, conditional statement, based on these instructions only, it will give the output and it will work. Every program will work. Here the programming process is break a large complex task into smaller subtasks. Every program, it will, if the program is too large or complex, it will break down into smaller subtasks. Continue until the tasks are simple enough to solve using the above basic instructions. It will continue when the tasks are simple and easy to solve the based on the basic instructions. Which means if the program is too large or complex, it will divide into smaller subtasks. If the program is too small or simple, then it will continue with the basic instructions. Let us understand what is debugging. Here programming is complex, so errors often occur. When the program is very complex and too big structure we have, often the errors will occur. Those errors are called as bugs. Bugs are nothing but programming errors. While doing the program, if you get any error, which is called as bug. Debugging. Debugging means the process of finding and fixing the bugs. Debugging means you have to find that bug where exactly it occurred and fix that bug. This is called as debugging. Very simple, right? Find the bug. Bug means programming errors. Wherever the errors occur in that program, that is called as bug. Debugging means process of finding that bug and fixing the bugs, which is called as debugging. Origin of the term bug. Let us understand where this bug word come from. The word bug for small engineering problems has been used since 1889. It is used since 1889 for small engineering problems. For example, Thomas Edison mentioned a bug in his phonograph, which means error. Here, types of errors in programs. We have three types of errors in programs. Those are syntax errors, runtime and semantic errors. Let us understand what is syntax error. Mistakes in code or structure or grammar. Means the error occurred in that code structure or grammar. That is meant by syntax error. Here, runtime error. Errors that happen while the program is running. While the program is running, the errors are occurring which means runtime error. And the semantic error means logic errors. Programs runs but it gives wrong result. The program is running but it is not giving the proper output and it is giving the wrong result means it is called as semantic error. Syntax means the code structure or grammar is wrong means it will give the syntax error. Runtime means while the code is running and it's showing the wrong errors, it will showing the error means it is runtime error. Semantic error means logic errors. Program is running but it's giving wrong result means semantic errors. Here, knowing the type of error helps in the finding and fixing it faster. If you understand which type of error you got, then it will be very easy for you to understand the bug where exactly it occurred. You can easily find it out and fix it faster. This is how it helps in programming. Let us understand one by one in detail. The first one is syntax error, which means Python can run a program only if it is syntactically correct. Python will run only the structure and syntax everything is correct, then only it will run the program. If not, the process fails and returns as an error message. Only it will run the perfect syntax code or else it will return as error message. Got it? Meaning of a syntax. Let us understand what is meant by syntax. Structure of a program. How exactly this program should be. Means the structure of the program. Plus rules about the structure. If I take conditions, that should be in the particular form. Let us see how it will be. If I am comparing two numbers, 1 is equal to 0. I am comparing. Here the comparison operator 1 is greater than or equal to 0. The comparison operators I have used. This is rules about the structure. Let us see an example. If the program is correct, this sentence is correct. It will take. And if any error will occur, this sentence contains a syntax error. It will show like that. Difference between human and Python. Let us understand. Humans can understand text even with small syntax mistakes. If I tell you anything wrong while conveying something, you will understand easily because human can understand if there is small mistake also. But Python is not forgiving. One syntax error will stop the entire program. If I give one syntax error also, it will stop the entire program. That's why it will stop there only and give syntax error. Behavior of the Python with syntax errors. Let us see. Shows an error message. It will show the error message immediately if we have done any syntax error in that particular program. And it quits immediately. It will stop executing immediately and the program won't run until the error is fixed. The program won't run until we fix that bug. Got it? Beginner's experience. For first few weeks, you will spend a lot time to fixing the syntax errors. In starting, you may take much more time to fix the syntax errors. When you practice more and more, you will make fewer syntax errors than the previous. Got it? Here the practice is needed. Let us understand the runtime errors in Python, which means a runtime error occurs while running the program. When you start executing the program, then this runtime error will occur in the Python programming. They do not appear before execution. When you start the execution only, it will start appear you. Before starting the execution, you can't see any runtime errors. And we have other names to that runtime errors. Let us see. Runtime errors can also called as exceptions. Exceptions in later modules you will learn in detail about these exceptions. These are also called as runtime errors. And reason why the runtime errors will occur. They usually indicate something exceptional and bad happened. It will indicate that something exceptional means out of that box is happened. It will show that. And when they occur, rare in simple beginner program, more likely in complex programs. When the program is very simple and easy to understand, there the runtime errors are very rare. When the program structure is very difficult and complex, very big, then there are high chances of occurring runtime errors. This is all about runtime error. Let us see semantic errors in Python. A semantic error happens when the program runs without error message but doesn't give the correct result. Here the program runs without error messages, but it does not give the correct result. We can't understand why it's giving like this. We are not getting the proper output. This is because of semantic error. The program does something different from what you intend. It will keep on changing the output or do something else. It will give something which is not related to your program. You have to understand that the semantic error is occurred. Here, the computer always does exactly what you told it to do. Whatever you will give the instructions, according to that, it will do. Not what you want it to do. What you want to do, what you told to do. It will do only what you told to do. Got it? Here, semantic means meaning of the program is wrong. Here, you have to understand the meaning of the program is wrong. Somewhere you have done some mistakes. That's why it is giving wrong output. It is very difficult to find where exactly the bug occurred because you can't see any error message. That's why it is very difficult to find the semantic error in the program. You must analyze the program's output. What are all the outputs you are getting? You have to analyze that and work backward to see the what went wrong. You have to go and check all the program code once and according to that you have to change. This is semantic error. And the next one is experimental debugging. Let us see the importance of experimental debugging. Debugging is one of the most important programming skills. Debugging means finding the bug where it has happened and fixing that bug, which is debugging. Debugging is the most important programming skill. Means you are removing that bug. That's why it is very important. And through sometimes frustrating, it is intellectually rich, challenging and interesting. Sometimes you may feel challenging, sometimes you feel interesting, right? And debugging as a detective work. Yes, because you have to find that bug and fix it. That's why it is a detective work. Similar to solving a mystery. Yes. And look at the clues, program result, like whatever you get the output based on that. You have to check that where it went wrong and you have to fix it out. Debugging as experimental science. From a hypothesis about the problem, you have to modify the program and test again. And if hypothesis is correct, program works better. And if wrong, form a new hypothesis. Here, if the program is working well, then no worries. If it is not working well and giving the it has some bugs, you have to check it out where exactly the bug occurred, and fix it out. And the next topic is the first programming Python. Here, the first program traditionally written in any language, you can take C, C++, Java, Pascal, anywhere, it is hello world only. Its purpose, it is very simple to display the text hello world on the screen. That's why to make you simple and understand easily, they have taken this program which is hello world. In Python, how you can write the hello world. Print is taken to print the output hello world. Here we have taken double quotes. Whatever is there in the double quotes, it will print as it is in the output. You can see here hello, world. Exactly whatever it's there in the double quotes, it will print as it is in the output. Got it? Print is to display on the screen. Whatever is there inside this print, it will display on the screen. Explanation, I will tell you what is print. Python function that displays the value on the screen. Means whatever there inside the print function, it will display as it is the values on the screen. Got it? Doesn't print on paper. And quotation marks, why we use quotation mark means mark the beginning and end of the values. It is the beginning of this value, and here you can see this is the end of that values. Here some judge a programming language's quality by the simplicity of hello world. If the hello world is very simple, then the language is very simple and beginner friendly. Let us see the comments in Python. How does it works exactly? Purpose of the comments. As program grows, they become harder to read. Means it will be very hard to read. Comments helps to explain in natural language what the code is doing. Means whatever the code I am writing this side, if I add the comments the right side, it will be easy for me to understand whatever happening in the code. I can easily read in the comment lines. Intent only for human readers, ignored by the Python interpreter. Comments are ignored by the Python interpreter. It is made only for human readers. It will be easy for humans to understand what's happening in the code. Syntax in Python, use hashtag to start a comment. We use hashtag to start a comment in Python. Everything after hashtag on the same line is ignored. If I write hashtag, this is a program for example. After this program, whatever I will write after this hashtag, it is ignored by the Python interpreter. Means it is made only for the human purpose to make you understand easy. Got it? This is a program. This is a comment line in Python. Blank lines are ignored by the Python. In Python, if you give any blank lines, it is ignored by Python. You have to be very careful about it. Comments and blank lines are make the code easier for humans to read. Here the comments, we can easily understand what's happening in the code, and blank lines also made easier for human to read. Values and data types in Python. Let us see the values and data types present in Python. Definition of value. A value is a fundamental thing a program manipulates. Like, for example, for hello world, these are all the values. These are all the values. Got it? A value is a fundamental thing. A program manipulates. The value, it won't be same all the time. It will be keep on changing. You can take any value. For example, for hello world, xyz, anything. Data types. Let us see data types. Integers. We have integers, strings and floating point numbers. Three kinds of data types. Let us understand one by one. Integer means whole numbers. For example, 4, 17, 20, 28, 100. Everything comes under integer data type. That is, you have to take int. Int, it will be integer data type. Understood? Got it? Then string. String, you have to take str. Then it is understood that you have taken string data type. Sequence of characters. For example, hello world, xyz, abc, Karnataka, India, anything you can take. That is under strings. Strings are enclosed in quotes, that is single quote, double, triple line. You can take 4 quotes as well. Here floating point numbers, you can say that float. Numbers with the decimal point, for example 3.2, 3.14, etc. These comes under floating point numbers. Checking the data type. Let us see which data is comes under which data type. Let us understand. Type hello world. It is string data type. And type 17. Here the whole number. That's why it is integer int. Here you can see one more. The comments which is used by hashtags and it is ignored by the Java interpreter. Got it? Just to make human understand what's happening in the code, it is written. Just for the human purpose. It is ignored by the Python interpreter. And the type 3.2, this is float data type. And 17, here we use it double quotes. That's why it is string. Again double quotes, it is string. Very simple, right? The data types in Python. And the next is string. String variations in Python. Let us see. String quotes, we have single and double. Those belongs to string only. If I give single quote also, that is string only. If I give double quotes also, that is string only. Triple quotes, single or double, for multi-lined or mixed quotes. Whatever you want, you can take. Let us see an example here. Message is equal to, this message will span several lines. It is also a string. That gives the output as print message. It will go to message, check the message. That is, this message will span several lines. It will print that as output. Got it? Print means it will print whatever it's there in the message. It will go and check the message. It's, you can say, this message will span several lines. It will give the output as it is. This message will span several lines. Very simple, right? I think you understood about strings. And string can contain the other type of quote inside. For example, if I have taken double quotes outside of that string and I can use single quotes inside that. For example, print, oh no, she exclaimed, Ben's bike is broken. You have used triple quotes here. Inside that again double quotes, again double quotes. You can see multiple quotes here. That's why string can contain the other type of quote inside. Got it? Here the output is, oh no, she exclaimed, Ben's bike is broken. Got it? And the next concept is values and data types in Python. Here storage and display. Python treats all the strings the same internally, regardless the code style. It treats all the strings as same irrespective of the code style. Surrounding codes are not a part of the value, only for code clarity. That is only for code clarity. And important notes are numbers. Do not use commands in integers. For example, 42,000. Here you have to write like 42,000 only. Don't use that comma because it treat as pair. 42 is different and 0 is different. It will treat like that. Instead of that, enter the large numbers directly. That is 42,000 instead of using that comma. It is valid integer. Got it? If you use the comma, it will take it as different pair of numbers. That's why enter it directly. Do not use the comma. Python is strict with the syntax. If the small syntax mistakes occurs also, the entire meaning of that code will change. That's why be very careful with the syntax. Yes, in this video, we have learned what is Python basics, what is program, what is debugging, syntax errors like runtime, semantic and experimental error, and experimental debugging, the first program in Python that is hello world, comments in Python, how it is ignored in Python, values and data types in Python, integer, float point and string. Then if you found this information helpful, then subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. And don't share to send this video with your friends.